And we are having a short equipment timeout as the goaltender Miskevich is tending to his pad-in. And it looks like we are just about ready to resume action here. And he gives the okay, and away we go for the defensive zone draw, and the faceoff is won by Notre Dame. Notre works the puck behind, tries to work the puck behind the net. Get the puck out to the point, and shot missed just wide of the net. He had a man on the weak side wide open. Puck being battled for before it's eventually taken back by Notre Dame. Once more, puck works its way down the ice into the far as the neutral zone. And puck is turned over. And it's stopped out in the neutral zone before it's ended up being picked up by number 59. And a shot and save, easy save for Miskevich out in front, and the whistle is blown.
Well, we're halfway through here, Kevin. Still no score. One power play down. We'll see who's going to draw first blood.
It's definitely been more of a defensive game so far as the puck is eventually cleared all the way back out before it's taken by number 43, Tristan Jones. And it looks like it comes back to Jones once more before it gets as far as center, and back to Jones again as he seems to be playing catch with himself. Nifty little stick handle in there by number 13, Thomas Scrantz, as he outmaneuvers 4 players on Notre to get the puck as far as the red line. Big hit in open ice there as it's possible turnover for Notre Dame as it's eventually picked up by number 5, Andre Zorn. Number 6, Kevin Lempa, And Notre tries to start the counterattack. Big hit on the near boards. Chavez comes out, picked up by number 46, Tom Harrison. Puck retrieved by Spanos, 55 for the Fighting Dons, and away we go back the other way, and except the pass was off target. And Notre dumps it back in, taken by number 47, Tom Harrison. Puck dumped in and immediately taken by Devlin O'Kane on the other way. Kane with some speed. Goes behind the net. Waits, still holding. Passes back to the point. Puck is chipped behind the net, but nobody home for Notre Dame. Devlin O'Kane, bad angle shot, tough angle shot, saved by the goaltender for Notre. At first I think he had trouble locating it off the bad angle.
Yeah, never a bad idea to throw it towards the net, especially in that case, like you said, Kevin. Wasn't aware that shot was going to come out of the corner.
And as the great Eddie Olczyk says, get the puck at the net and good things will happen as the faceoff is won by Notre Dame. Zullo dumps it in all the way around as O'Kane fights for it and does eventually get it. And it comes to Notre and away they go on the counterattack. Their stops, had a weak side pass but never got through. Good stick. And an offsides is the call. 7:15 left to go in the first period. 0-0 our score.
Well, I wouldn't say either goaltender's been heavily tested at this point. A lot of feeling out, a lot of lumber being laid out there, though, for sure.
Yes, Eric, this has been a very physical first period, ladies and gentlemen. So we are going to see here if that continues for the second half of this first period. As Notre gets it to the half boards before they retreat, and the puck works its way back out to the blue line. Number 75, Alex Levine, shot, missed way wide. Puck behind the net, shot into the body of Miskevich as he had to sprawl out a little for that one.
Good save, way to cover up, don't let up the rebound. Rebound control, always important in hockey, but especially in a do-or-die type of game.
6:53 left to go in the first. Defensive zone draw for Miskevich and company, and the faceoff is taken by Notre Dame. Puck gets as far as the blue line, and they are able to clear. And away we go. Puck being stick handled by number 91, McCarron, as he shot, kick save there for Notre. McCarron weak backhand in, and the puck bounces around for a bit until it's eventually corralled by the Trevians. Trevians?
Trevians.
And we are inside the 6-minute mark in the first period as Notre coming on the counterattack. Good block out wide, and that puck is just wide of the net and over the top on the right-hand post on the backhand.
Couple good opportunities on both sides of the rink so far in these last few sequences. Kind of feels like one of the teams are going to break through here before this period is over.
And O'Rourke dumps it in before it's taken by Miskevich. And Notre goes for a wholesale change, as that is number 15, Langbein. That is Michael Langbein. And the puck eventually works its way back into the Neutriers end after it's dumped in on the inboard, stopped by Notre. About 5 minutes left to go in the first period. Trier comes back on the counter attack to number 82, Matt Mullins. Puck kept in alive by Notre. Puck thrown to the front of the net, nobody home. Shot into the glove of Miskevich off the one-timer, just off the pad.
Yeah, not an easy save. There was some traffic out front, but he was able to track that into his glove, not allow the rebound, faced off to his left.
Good eyes from Miskevich to be sure. 4:42 left in the first, and the faceoff comes to Notre Dame. And another whistle is blown as the net came off its moorings. And that is number 42 for 47, Spencer Reschy, who was kicked out of the faceoff circle. Notre Dame tries to clear, cannot. Trier, Eric, in the last couple minutes has definitely been applying more pressure in the offensive end on these last couple of trips down.
Yeah, a lot of that active defenseman, keeping that puck in at the point whenever it comes their way.
Speaking of which, Joseph Zullo and Devlin O'Kane fighting for offensive time, and that puck, very weird bounce off a stick, I believe, that ended up right in front of the goalie. And accumulates to absolutely nothing at all. O'Kane dumps it in as he takes a check and gets as far as the red line before it's corralled by Notre as they play it off the boards, and it immediately goes right back in from whence it came. Big hit in open ice by McCarron. Shot and a save. I believe that was off his mask on Zorn. Zarek, I believe he might have made that save with his head, literally using his head.
That was an impressive save again. And more heavy lumber in front of us here.
Another big hit. And the puck is again corralled and dumped in on the inboards by his number 15, Michael Langbein. One of the two Langbeins we will see today, along with his brother Jeremy. And works his way out as far as center by Grief before it's taken away by Paul and the Don and Notre. Puck shot in and immediately shot right back out, and it's eventually corralled by Notre Dame. 2:30 left to go in this first period. Still 0-0 the score. Ladies and gentlemen, that thumping is not on a loop. That has been reoccurring. As this has been physical throughout this first period. As a backhand shot by number 91, McKieran saved into the glove.
Unofficial shot total, 7-6 right now. In favor of Notre Dame.
You're absolutely right, Eric. The chances have been there. It's just the goalies have been better, and at least in this first period. And the faceoff is eventually corralled by Notre, it looks like, for the moment. As it works all the way down behind the net. No icing is the call. Inside of 2 minutes to go. And the puck is still being held up behind Notre Dame's net. 2 aside in the scrap. Puck eventually gets free. And shot, I believe that might have been redirected, but it was still wide nonetheless.
Yeah, it was a good redirect there.
And that's a shot, never got through. Notre Dame inside of 1:30 to go, and a couple players have a blowout as Lempa tried to get it up, and on the clear back in, the ref almost took one to the noggin.
Yeah, he almost had a haircut there.
And Notre Dame starts its way back in, as that is another more physical play. Hot pass into the slot. Nobody could corral. Players continue to fight. 1 minute to go. That's a shot head on by Zullo into the glove for Notre. He saw that the entire way.
I actually think Zullo had a little more room to cut in between the circles there, but again, got the shot off. No traffic, easy save.
Would you like to see him hold on for maybe just a split second longer on that shot?
Right.
Zullo, good pass to Kane, couldn't get in. A bad angle shot again, deflected off the blocker into the opposite corner. 45 seconds and counting. And the puck works its way behind the net before it's taken by number 43, Tristan Jones. Puck all the way down, good stick on the back check there for Pal Cross to break up that possible 2-on-1. And puck is just dumped in inside of 20 seconds to go now in this first period. As Notre tries to clear, and they have a 2-on-1 if they hurry. That's a shot, extra pass, shoots, scores! Number 91, Daniel Hauser, with the very unselfish pass on the 2-on-1 there, Eric. I thought he was going to shoot it, but he gave it up on the extra pass, and his teammate was able to put it home.
Well, I think he made the right call. He got the goalie to commit as if he was shooting, and then he was able to slide it over. Nice shot, buried at 1-0 lead for Notre.
And with just 9 seconds left in the first period, they are going to be definitely carrying some momentum into the locker room after the end of this first period. And that's going to do it for this first period, everybody, as it was very tight for the entirety of this first period. But then in those last 10 to 15 seconds of the period, Notre on a 2-on-1 is able to go up 1-0.
Yeah, that's, again, getting the 2-on-1, almost a 3-on-1 there, but always those end-of-period goals can be backbreakers for teams. So let's see how Notre Dame responds coming into the second period here.
I was going to say, Eric, so what if you're the coach for Notre Dame, what are you telling your players after you just had, let's just call it what it is, a letdown, kind of a letdown at the very tail end of that first period?
Yeah, just stay focused. It's not that they played poorly. It was a pretty evenly played first period there. It's just that they got caught in deep in the zone and with the final few seconds, and then a 2-on-1 resulted. So no matter how much time is left in the period, you just got to be careful in these situations that you're not putting your goaltender in a tough situation, which is exactly what happened.
And another thing that you point out multiple times, Eric, is that this was a very physical first period as well.
Yeah, it was. There was a lot of body crashing going on out there. Man, within that first minute, we had a play right in front of our boards here. That was jawbreaker almost. But again, with the intensity ratcheted up for playoffs, you're going to kind of expect this. You hope it's clean hits, but you're always going to see some stuff that maybe on a little bit of the borderline. But hopefully players respect each other. You don't want anyone getting injured, but it's going to be physical.
Exactly. That's exactly what you're going to expect. That's what everyone in this building's going to expect. I mean, it seems like for the most part, the officials did a pretty good job at monitoring the physicality, at least in that first period.
Yeah, I agree. There's only one minor.
And here we go as both players are set ready for the second period, and the face-off eventually works its way into the Fighting Dons end, and Devlin O'Kane has to retreat to play it behind his own net. And O'Kane starts out along with Zulo. Puck is stopped as far as the half boards, no further. Notre again, since about the midway of that first period, Eric has really started to amp up the pressure, and the forecheck and a big hit in open ice there by number 55, Tommy Spanos.
Crowd fired up for that one, Kevin.
Just a little bit, and that may be and that could be something that could spark the Dons here in this early in this second period, as their student section is certainly fired up. And with that icing being called, this is a great chance for Notre Dame to go on the offensive and try to get a good scoring opportunity off this offensive zone draw.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say is that the JV crowd over there?
I'm going to take a guess that it is. I'm going to hazard a guess. And the faceoff is won by Notre, as they start working on their counterattack, and that is number 21, Hayden Wierzak. And that puck goes as far as and Notre works their way back in. Centering pass stopped by a good stick there by number 91, McCarron, as they come back on the counterattack. Shot and Zorn. I couldn't tell if that was a pass or a shot, but either way it was well wide to the right.
Yeah, I think he committed to the pass there, just trying to get it in the general direction of the goal, but he knew he didn't have the angle to make the tape-to-tape pass.
And the puck gets as far as center ice and then immediately goes back into the Notre end of the ice. And Eric, something else we're going to have to watch for here, at least in the second period, is going to be that long change that we're going to have to look out for as well, to see how that affects the players and their shift changes. That's a shot from the high slot by Picaros. I believe it might have been redirected just a little bit as it went just wide right. Puck eventually works its way out, and here comes Notre. Long shot, easily stopped by Miskevich as he plays it himself and gets it out past the blue line. And Notre takes it back before it's immediately hit back in by number 44, the cross. Foul cross. Here comes Notre, and that is number 98. That's number 98, Michael Langbein. Puck is flipped towards the net, and that almost goes into the net. That could have been an own goal possibly off the stick.
That is incredible and so fortunate for Notre Dame that did not go in the net.
And the best case scenario in that situation actually for Notre Dame happens is they were just able to get it out and get an icing call. As the puck got flipped over the goaltender Miskevich's pad and stick and was almost put in by his own teammate. And more physical play happening in the corner before the puck is corralled by the Fighting Dons. And here comes Zulo and the rest of his team. They have a 3-on-2 if they hurry. O'Kane shot deflected. I believe good stick there for Notre.
Yeah, if that one wasn't deflected, there was definitely some traffic there. That could have caused problems for the Notre goaltender.
And Spanos wraps it back around before he gets it right back. And now the puck is tied up in behind the net. More physical play carrying over from the first period. Shot in, it's deflected, and he scores! Another fortunate bounce for Notre, and very unfortunate if you are Notre Dame, as they've been playing very well up to this point. But that was number 22. I believe that's Jimmy Bick, I believe, as he got that off the one-time pass in the mid-slot and just fired it home. And we also have a penalty on Notre Dame.
It must have happened at the conclusion of the goal there. So after the goal, there must have been some sort of infraction, obviously. Did not see it.
I believe that is number 55. Tommy Spanos is going to be in the penalty box. The captains are looking for an explanation. He's certainly looking for one.
So it looks like it must be it could be a 10-minute variety, so a misconduct penalty. There's no power play.
Yeah, there's no power play. We are still being 5-on-5, as with about 13-15 left to go in the second period, Notre has now find themselves up 2-0. Turnover in the defensive zone, and a good shot and good save by Miskevich with the blocker.
That was a big-time save, keeping their team right.
Especially off a turnover in the defensive in their own zone. Notre has really started to amp up the pressure in the last 10-15 minutes.
Right now, he has to be their best player until the Dons can get on the board here.
And let's see and it looks like they're going to try to do just that right now. And the rush is unfortunately stopped as far as the half boards. And Eric, something else I've been noticing so far is players on both teams haven't been able to keep their footing. Everybody's been sliding and slipping all over the place.
Yeah, not exactly sure what that is. I mean, the ice typically here is pretty decent.
And that is a shot and it gets deflected off a skate into the body of Miskevich. And a late hit. I'm not sure if they're going to call that as a penalty or not.
I didn't see any arms go up, so I think they're letting that slide.
As we do have a replay here from the goal earlier, just a moment ago, ladies and gentlemen. Just great awareness there by, yes, that was number 23, Jimmy Bick. Fantastic awareness there just to fire the puck on net, Eric, and good things happen when you fire the puck at the net.
Yeah, he was a great angle there, able to put it away. Dons have to start spending some time on the other end of the ice. They've been inside their zone most of this second period.
Exactly, Eric. They're not a team that's meant to play the dump and chase game the whole game. They like to play with the puck, and here they come right now. One-on-one shot, easy save. Oh, and it's it! Yep. And he scores!
Oh, yes, he got it.
I stand corrected, everybody.
The puck laid there. It trickled through the wickets for a while.
As we got a replay right here, let's see what happened. As I thought for sure he had it, but it just trickled through the wickets.
And the referee did a good job of not calling it frozen. That's the response the Dons were looking for.
And that is a fantastic awareness play by Maximus Evanoff, is going to be credited with the goal. As I think everybody in this entire arena, including us, Eric, thought that was a save.
Well, it was such a slow developing play. It took forever for that puck to get through the wickets, and then as it trickled in, able to put it and bury it.
And Lepa puts it in, and here comes Notre. You're right, Eric. That could be the exact energy that they need. As that's a shot into the glove of Miskevich, but he wasn't able to save it, and that heads up.
Wow.
As that puck, I thought Miskevich had it frozen for a moment. Ended up he didn't, and then he was fumbling for it. And I think he might have kicked it with his skate or stick, and it ended up going out of play.
Got paddled out of play.
Paddled out of play into the crowd. Fortunately, everyone's okay as it landed well away from any spectators. That's a shot from the point. That's up in the air as well.
And we've seen a lot of rebounds going up like a pop-up now, Kevin. It's very not your typical rebound.
Exactly. The rebound control has not really been there for either goaltender so far, as proven in the last couple of minutes. As New Trier's, they have a good offense, but the puck goes to Miskevich, and he is able to find it and freeze it this time.
That said, that save by Viskevich right after the Dons scored on the other end, that's a big save here because you don't want to let up that goal right after you get back in the ballgame.
You don't want the momentum to swing back in the other team's favor. Excellent point, Eric. As everybody, and if you are just tuning in, this is Notre Dame College Prep Hockey on the Notre Dame Fighting Dons College Prep Hockey Network, powered by the Illinois Media School. Kevin Berger and Eric Willwhite here reporting live from the Mount Prospect Ice Arena. That was a one-on-one chance, and the goaltender was better. 10:45 left to go in the second period. 2-1 the score in favor of New Trier.
Every time I see a player fly in front of the goalie like that, I always think of that iconic Bobby Orr shot.
That's a shot. Another big save on the bad angle by Miskevich as he put his whole shoulder into that one.
Big save.
And here comes Zulo, one-on-one. Shot into the body.
Noticed how he looked behind him that time?
Exactly.
Wanted to make sure he's a little skittish right now.
And Eric, what did you think of that last? Because Zulo did have the trailer, Pagorni coming in. Did you like him just getting the shot on that and being decisive, or would you like to have had him hold it maybe a second longer?
I think it's fair. Maybe hold it a little bit a second longer, but still getting that puck on net after the goal he let in. So it's a similar type of shot. And you noticed he did wind up looking after himself after he made the initial save.
Yes, sir. That's a shot, and that is lost out in front. That's a shot, scores!
That's a tough one.
As Miskevich, I don't think he was able to see the puck at all after that first deflection. No, he couldn't find it.
I think ping-ponged around. He found himself on the other side of the net, and it was buried on the wide side.
Very opportunistic goal for New Trier, as we have the replay here. Great awareness, and I mean, Eric, that was basically target practices. After Miskevich was committed to the right side, he basically had an open net to shoot in.
Yeah, you missed that one. That's one. If you miss that one as a shooter, you're going to be losing a lot of sleep. So you don't want to miss that one if you're.
And that was number 83, I believe. That's Matthew Mulhern on the goal, and he's going to enjoy that one. 3-1 now, New Trier, with under 10 minutes to go in the second period. And icing is going to be the call, as the Dons will get a chance for an offensive face-off draw here. Looking to try to recapture some momentum.
Yeah, so getting some offensive zone time right now is the prescription for the Dons as they're back down to a 2-goal deficit.
And Eric, you even said it, that they haven't been playing bad. It's just they haven't had the puck enough.
Right.
And the faceoff is won by the Dons initially, but then it's taken by New Trier. They dump it all the way in, and that puck is easily kicked away by Miskevich and goes up into the net and out of play.
Shots on goal starting to spread there for the Trevians, 20-14.
So they've definitely been more active in terms of being in offensive zone faceoff time, as they're going to get some more here. And the faceoff is won by New Trier.
And for our listeners, this is the New Trier White Squad, as they have multiple squads in the playoffs.
And here we are, as this is number 42. That's Tristan Jones, as he brings it all the way around. Puck still kept in by New Trier before it's taken by Zulo, and away we go. Here, and he gets it to Devlin O'Kane on the left side. Dumps it towards the net. Zulo picks it back up again. Zulo throws it towards the middle, nobody home.
Good keep.
Excellent work by number 98, Michael Langbein, to keep that puck in on the offensive end. And it comes back to Langbein once more before he immediately throws it back into the zone from whence it came. And the puck now is set out as far as the center ice and picked up in the offensive zone by New Trier. And little bit of stick handle, or it's dumped behind the net, chased after by the Dons. Stuff attempt, no. Good save by Miskevich as he was up to the task.
It was a 3-on-2.
That was Picaros who couldn't get off a shot. And Grief. Cross ice pass. And the puck ends up being dumped back in again. And Eric, this is the thing. Do you think that Notre Dame's going to be able to keep up this dump and chase style, or would you like to see them try to carry it in a bit more? A little bit of passing, try to carry it in a bit more.
Well, I mean, I think you got to pick your spots. You got to realize how the defense is playing you. If they're standing up at the blue line, then you're right. You do have to play the dump and chase. Go to the corner. But a lot of that's determination. Sometimes you're going to have to do that.
And that's another shot, another save by Miskevich. Rebound goes out to the corner where it's picked up by Notre Dame. And here come the Dons on the counterattack with Zorn.
Ooh.
Zorn gets as far as the circle.
There's the penalty.
And here comes a penalty, and then another hit happens late. As it looks like the officials are going to have to try to start getting this game under control as tempers are starting to flare a little bit.
Yeah, I think the Notre player was saying something happened back in the Notre Dame zone that was uncalled. So now the faceoff will go to the right. It's a big time for the Notre Dame right now.
It's going to be a big time for both teams here as Notre Dame was not able to convert on that first power play as Notre did a great job at keeping them away from good scoring chances as now Devlin O'Kane gives it to Zulo. Zulo, and it works its way back to O'Kane at the point looking for a shot. Kane shooting into the glove, rebound, and it goes just wide of the net. Good.
Oh, that was a juicy opportunity for the Dons.
Big missed opportunity, but good chance anyway there for Devlin O'Kane and his teammates on Notre Dame as they did get a quality chance out of that opportunity, and they still have 1:20 left on this power play. McCarron, nice little stick handle in, but the puck is knocked away. Joseph Zulo gets it back, and he starts back. Zulo passes to nobody in particular before O'Kane eventually picks it up. Agorny. O'Kane crossing into the offensive end. O'Kane, slap shot, scores! Devlin O'Kane shows why he's the 20-goal scorer for Notre Dame as he was able to bury that one off the slap shot. And we got the replay here. And that, Eric, it looks like it went straight 5-hole.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, you have the replay there, but I think the way he cut in to use the defender as partial screen and able to bury it.
And that was great job by O'Kane as he was able to keep that puck along the ice low. Yeah. And so just like that, now this game gets a little bit closer as now it's a 3-2 game.
Yeah, that's exactly what he did. He waited for the defenseman to cut in front of him, and then he let that shot go. So nice stick handling there to get that goal, and it's down to a 1-goal game now.
And that is definitely the energy that Notre Dame's going to need to recapture here for these last just under 6 minutes, and icing is the call, so this is going to give Notre Dame another guaranteed offensive zone opportunity off this faceoff.
Yeah, I think they're starting to get some momentum from that last power play. There had been a couple icings in a row for Notre leading up to that penalty.
And number 42, Dylan Coleman, to take the faceoff for Notre Dame, and it is one. Pagorny keeps it in. Shot never got through. And good stick there by number 77, Devlin O'Kane. And they try to clear, cannot. Coleman.
And now the Trevians are on the run right now, Kevin.
Exactly, they are. It looks like they are on their heels a little bit. Bad angle shot and just missed the net. And Notre, puck is kept in, Coleman, and he was not able to get a shot off as it comes to Zulo.
Yeah, he didn't see O'Kane. He was wide open in the slot.
And Zulo gets back out to Pagorny, and they have to retreat the tag up. Coleman, and now it's stolen by Notre. Notre knifing their way in. Puck trapped on the far boards before it's taken by Notre Dame inside of 5 minutes to go now. Shots now 23-17, unofficial stat total. O'Rourke, and that puck is dumped at the net, and it looked like after the weird hop off the boards, it was stuck behind the net.
Yeah, we've seen some funny hops and deflections here for sure.
And the puck is now turnover in the defensive zone. Sure, shooting, and a good block shot out there.
That was Palacios with a nice block after giving up the puck, staying with it.
And now here he goes again to try to clear. Gets it off the glass, and it is finally cleared out. And again, and that's Lempa, who was unable to crawl it again. Eric, this goes back to earlier, the long change in the second period. There's some tired bodies out there for Notre Dame.
Yeah, especially the later you get in the second period. So you always got to be disciplined on your line changes in the middle period.
And we do have what looks like to be a penalty coming up. I think, I didn't see the call at first.
I don't see anyone going to the box, though. Oh, yeah.
Oh, and
Schwartz.
That is, I believe that is number Thomas Schwartz. And that is not something Notre Dame wanted to have happen right about now.
No, they had the momentum going their way, and, you know, obviously penalties happen. You don't want them to happen. So a big kill right now for the Dons. Let's see if they can stave off the Trevian's power play here.
This would give them some big momentum at the rate if they are able to kill off this penalty. And the faceoff is going to happen just outside the defensive zone as it goes to Notre. Dowdy. And Grief gets the puck stolen off his stick. And now Notre sets up, waiting for a chance for an opportunity for a shot. Notre Dame in a tight diamond zone. Centering pass into the middle, but unable to connect, and good clear there for the Fighting Dons.
Nice high-low play there by the Trevians, however. Unable to get the shot.
As they come back in, they now have 1:15 left on this power play as Notre Dame tries to clear, cannot, as it's stopped by Nolan, and then he actually ends up hitting it out of the offensive zone, so they are going to have to tag up. Puck is deflected off a skate and back in, easily picked up and gloved by Miskevich. Exactly 3 minutes to go in the second period, 54 seconds to go on the power play.
Well, not a very good power play so far for Notre. They still got just under a minute remaining.
And
face off inside the zone.
Another big offensive zone draw here for Notre. Defensive zone draw for Miskevich and friends. And the faceoff comes to Notre, and that's a weak shot, just sticked away. Hauser. Notre very patient here, Eric, on the power play. As that gets sailed wide before it's picked up by Hauser in the corner.
And they tried it again.
And weak side pass, shot, no, stopped initially by Miskevich. And Notre Dame does eventually get the puck out. And just out of reach of Coleman to possibly get a shorthanded opportunity. This is definitely what Notre Dame needs now, as they now have time for maybe one last rush. As O'Rourke passes cross ice. Shot never got through, picked up by O'Kane, as he is going to pass off the rest of this time, and Notre Dame is able to kill off that penalty. Both teams now at full strength with 2 minutes approaching in the second period.
Well, the Trevians got a couple nice chances doing that high-low game, and each time the Dons were able to repel that.
And a shot easily kicked away by Miskevich with the blocker. And the puck goes all the way back around practically to the point. Inside of 1:40 left to go. Notre keeps possession. Puck still in the Don's end as it comes to Dunnington. And shot whiffed on the one-timer as it was there if he had it. Big hit away from the play. And icing is the call, as there appears to be more tempers flaring away from the ice. Away from the puck. Puck is going to travel back. .120 left to go in the second period. 3-2 the score.
Yeah, they got the hook.
And that is going to be another penalty, as the Dons are going to be going back on the power play. Looks like that's going to go to number 21, Jimmy Bick. 2 minutes for hooking. And also, everyone, ladies and gentlemen, another thing to have note is that I believe that was number 44 that was in the box earlier. Pelcross is now out of the penalty box for the Dons, as his 10-minute misconduct is now over.
And actually, that was they gave it a tripping call, so tripping was the call.
And the Dons start back, as they have 1 minute left to go in this second period, as they will start the next period, unless, of course, assuming they don't get a goal on the power play. And puck is trapped in the near corner before it's taken by Grief. Grief plays it ahead for Kane. Devlin O'Kane gets it back to Grief. Grief cross-ice pass, and it was open, but he couldn't get it there in time.
Yeah, right behind him. Otherwise, that could have been a great opportunity.
And puck works its way back to Grief, as he gives it for Devlin O'Kane. Grief at the top of the circle, shot just wide left, bounces off to the net.
And I think Grief saw Zorn cutting towards the net, so I think that was a shot pass.
Kane, weak side pass, shot, as that was deflected too into the goaltender. Great passing play there for the Dons, but they came up short inside of 10 seconds. And that is just about going to do it here for the second period. With your score after 2 periods of action on the Notre Dame Fighting Dons Hockey Network, Notre 3, Notre Dame 2. And Eric, that was probably the best time of action we had, at least so far in this game. Very back and forth on both sides. What were some things you noticed that the Dons did differently in that second period?
Well, I think it was a tale of two halves in that second period. That first half of the second period, you can kind of see the speed of Notre giving the Dons a problem, but Notre Dame was able to fight their way back in it, get the equalizer, or not the equalizer, but shave it to one again. So I think they bounced back. So they did respond after they got down by those 2 goals, but up until that point, I thought Notre was just the quicker team.
Yeah, they definitely have been hanging tough. So, Eric, I want to ask you this, because I always compare hockey to like a boxing match. Do you think that the amount of dump and chase that Notre Dame's had to play in those first 2 periods, do you think it's going to catch up with them in this third period?
I don't necessarily think it's going to catch up to them. I mean, it's just whenever you have to play dump and chase, it is about effort, and you have to go all out. The good thing is now you're switching back around, so you don't have the long change in the third period. So plus you're getting the break between the second and third period right now. So getting that breather, I think, will be key. So I don't think it'll catch up to them from that respect, but it really this next goal obviously is huge, because if they go down by 2. Then that dump and chase game is going to be a lot tougher to do. But down 1, anything can happen.
And I really think Miskevich has really responded very well as a goalie, because, I mean, he let up the third goal especially was he didn't even see where the puck went after it was deflected.
Right, yeah. It was hard to track that one in, but afterwards, keeping it down. And, again, Notre Dame able to spend some time in the Notre zone, so that was good.
And everybody, so the other thing that I really thought is that how much of it do you attribute to them turning defense into offense for Notre Dame? Do you think it's just been their defense building on their offense? Because I know you said earlier that Miskevich had to be their best player, especially after that first period where they got they got blitzed relatively quick at the end of that first period, beginning of that second period.
Yeah, it was down 1-0 going into the second period, and then Notre came out with the second goal to make it 2-0. So that was a big moment. They did cut it in half. Notre went back up 3-1. So I did think he played strong. It's a little bit of everything, but O'Kane definitely flying around there. He's been huge for the Dons. How about?
And the physical, you're absolutely right, is that it's been a tale of two halves for both periods, but also tale of two halves for two teams is because this game's been physical. Let's be straight about that. The game has been physical.
I think as we get into this third period, though, I think that's going to be less of an issue. Both teams know what's at stake here. They don't want to do something foolish.
Okay, everybody. So when we come back, we're going to take a brief timeout. We are going to go over what some keys are for this third period for both teams. So we will see you back in a moment here on the Notre Dame College Prep Hockey Network.
Hi, I'm Rob Rose, and I'm one of the instructors here at Illinois Media School. I've been teaching here at the school since 2010, as a matter of fact, between Lombard and Chicago campuses. I teach radio. I work nights at 100.3 WSHE in Chicago, and I've been in the radio industry 27 years, 17 of those 27 as a station program director and operations manager, which means I hired people that came out of schools like this one. Unfortunately, the places that I've been, I haven't been near schools like this, so I've had to go to places like Dunkin' Donuts and say, hey, you have a personality, would you like to try radio? So this is definitely the place to come. It's going to prepare you for absolutely everything that you need to know about the broadcast industry. We're talking radio, television, web, podcasting, absolutely everything. I keep in touch with all of my students that I've had in my classes since 2010 on Facebook and social media, and I love seeing all of the success stories. In fact, I work downtown Chicago with several graduates from this program. So get in touch with the school and take advantage of it. Make it your career. Do it now. I'm Rob Rose, nights on 100.3 WSHE in Chicago, and I am IMS.
What originally brought me to the Illinois Media School was my love for sports radio. In high school, I became a huge 670 The Score fan and wanted to be part of sports radio. So after trying a couple other things and I'm not really being what I wanted to do, I found my passion for media and especially sports radio at the Illinois Media School. What I enjoy is finding like-minded people like myself that have a passion for the media industry and are willing to do whatever it takes to reach their goals and be what they want to be in this industry. And that's what I like about the students you continue to see at the Illinois Media School. A lot of talent, a lot of drive, and that pushes you to be better as well as making everybody's work better on top of that. My name's Rick Camp. I'm a producer at 670 The Score. I'm an instructor at the Illinois Media School, and I am IMS.
Hi, my name is Peyton Adams. I work for US 99.5 in Chicago, and the reason I came to the Illinois Media School to be a teacher was because I didn't have a mentor growing up in the business, I should say. I did a lot of learning on my own, kind of going out there in the world and just exploring and learning as I go. When I got my first radio job, I really didn't know anything. It was just a learning curve from there, and I had a few people help me along the way, but I felt like this would be a great place for me to come and utilize my skills and my talents to help these students get to the next level. I love to be here. I love to be a part of their daily activities and help them and guide them and help them with editing, help them build their confidence and just really find who they are and find their voice and what they want to do. The students that attend here, it can be a mixture of anybody, fresh out of high school to somebody in their 50s. And that's what I like about it here, is that you get a mixture of everybody. You get people who are, young and eager and hungry, and people who have already had careers that kind of want to do what their dream is and live out their dreams. So the students here are driven, they're focused, they're ready, and they want it. And that's what I love so much about teaching here is just seeing the creativity and hearing about what their ideas are and seeing what they do and what kind of projects they do. It's really a great environment for like-minded people that want to excel, and that's one thing that I noticed in all the students here is they just really do a great job in grabbing the bull by the horns and going for it. So I really love that about working with them. My name is Peyton Adams. I work for US 99.5 on air, and I'm an instructor here at IMS, and I am IMS.
I got started at IMS. I think I heard a radio commercial. It was just all about media and broadcasting, and at the time I was DJing and I wanted to take it to the next step, and I wanted more people to hear what I was playing and my opinion on music. So I went out, emailed them, they're like, hey, come on, check out the campus and let's see what's going on. Found out that they actually had a radio there that I could DJ on, which was a great opportunity for me. They taught me how to just create a show. IMS really opened my eyes to producing your own show, and there's more to it than just playing music and DJing and mixing the songs in. You actually have to talk and create a show, entertain people, maybe talk about social media even. There's always stuff going on. IMS really helped me open my eyes to what a radio show is and how to promote myself. So all the teachers actually work in the industry, and they have so many contacts, so many things that you need to know that you just got to get out of them. They're always open to talking, always open to giving you information, letting you know what you need to do to get to the next step. Being one of the students, I thought one of the best things for me was how creative everyone was. Everyone had their own creative intake and input on projects. You get to work with groups, also you get to work alone, but with the group projects, each individual person had their own say on where would you shoot something, how would you record something, just the script, copy points. Like, people, you would really feed off of the other students. If you thought you were stuck or you just had no creativity on something, everyone would always help you out and kind of push you to the next level because, hey, you got to be the best. We're all out there trying to get a job in the broadcasting world, and the students really helped. My name's Mitch Titan. I work promotions at Star 105.5. I went to the Lombard campus, and I am IMS.
Good evening, everybody, ladies and gentlemen, sports fans, and hope you are having happy Valentine's Day. This is Notre Dame College Prep Hockey on the Notre Dame College Prep Hockey Network, powered by the Illinois Media School. Kevin Berger joined alongside Eric Willowhite here as we are going to start this action-packed third period with the current score of 3-2 in favor of Notre.
46 seconds remaining on the power play for Notre Dame. Let's see if they can get the equalizer.
And the faceoff is won by the Dons, as we do also have a fresh coat of ice out there as well. And here comes Notre Dame as Zorn brings it in on the left side. So he's tied up in the corner. And wanted a centering pass, couldn't get there. So that is McCarron. O'Kane. Kemp to McCarron. Grief, O'Kane. O'Kane shooting, he scores! Devlin O'Kane, his second of the game on the power play. As again, Eric, that was another slap shot that came, that looked like he kept it low, and we got the replay here. From Grief to O'Kane. And another five-hole shot off a weird angle.
Yes, I think the Dons are going to school there.
As Notre Dame has wasted no time evening this game up, as it is now a tree contest here in the third period.
4 seconds remaining on that power play, so a timely goal for Notre Dame.
And we'll see now how Notre responds. as they corral the puck behind their own end, and here they come. As it gets out past center ice all the way down, and icing is the call. And this is going to be another big opportunity for Notre Dame coming back with another offensive faceoff. And Eric, it's actually kind of funny. I was just about to go over some quick keys to the third period for Notre Dame, and 2 of those were shots at puck possession.
There you go.
And they got both of those in the first 2 minutes of the third period. And that puck is deflected into the defensive zone for Notre Dame, and then it's picked up, and here they come. Comes out as far as center, for it's taken by number 48, Jack O'Flaherty. And here comes Notre Dame.
Late offside there.
Puck is dumped in, narrowly having to avoid offsides, and it comes to Hackett. And it works its way around again for New Trier. Puck gets dumped out into the high slot, and the player falls over. Ward's being chased after by number 15, Michael Langbein. And another blowout, and a shot never got through as it was going stick to stick. Puck is chopped up in the air like a ground ball, and then eventually taken by New Trier. And now it's deflected off the boards, and that's to number 91, McCarron, before New Trier starts back out. O'Flaherty shot, just wanted to throw it towards the net, couldn't get there. And that's a big hit in open ice. And that's Lempa, tried to bully his way towards the net, couldn't quite get there. And that's a shot, and I believe that was a save there. That was number 44, Moses Palcross, on the shot, and here he comes again as he dumps it in on the inboards as part of his team goes to the bench for a change. Puck stolen by O'Kane. O'Kane wanted to try to knife his way in for a possibility of a third, and O'Kane gets his stick stolen away. And that's Sampson. O'Kane. And puck goes all the way back around as O'Kane clears it, and the race is on with Coleman. McCarron, Coleman, O'Kane has fallen down, just wanted to throw it towards the middle. Couldn't get very far, and a whistle has been blown.
And puck went inside the New Trier bench there on the clearing attempt.
And a little bit of words being exchanged on either side.
Well, Kevin, I think it's exactly what you said. You said earlier in this start of the third period, how after that goal, how will New Trier respond? And they haven't really responded yet, as most of the play has been inside their zone.
And the faceoff is won by New Trier as another stick goes flying. Notre Dame keeps possession, at least for the moment, until Zorn accidentally gives it up. 2-on-2 on the way back, and that's a shot deflected off the glove. Miskevich gets it just wide with the glove, as he got just enough of it. Zorn tried to pick it up on the fly, but was unable to gather it, and Langbein has to dump it in. For those of you wondering, that's number 15, Michael Langbein. Zorn gets the puck stolen. Good stick there. Centering pass, unable to get forth a shot. That's McCarthy shooting, and a whistle has been blown as Miskevich is able to freeze the puck.
Big save there by Miskevich as McCarthy threw that puck through some traffic. And Miskevich was able to track that one, hold on, no rebound given.
And that's the first real surge of energy we've seen from New Trier since that goal was let up. 12:39 left to go. 12:37 left to go in the third period. 3-3 the score. And puck gets its way out to Zullo as he finds O'Kane. O'Kane shooting right into the body. And he is denied on a chance for a hat trick, as he was denied at least on that chance.
That was a big time save there by Notre, keeping this game tied at 3. Surprisingly, shots are 30-20 in favor of Notre, but it feels like it's been much closer than that through the last part of the second period and here in the third.
And the faceoff is won by the Dons. And initially for the moment, now here comes Notre, as that's Mariano, as he gets taken out for a ride on the boards. And here comes Schwartz coming back as he loses it for a moment. Another big hit in the corner. And shooting, and that's well wide of the net.
Yeah, Schwartz has definitely been throwing his body around in this game.
And that is, now we're under 12 minutes to go as the bodies are starting to fly. We saw a little bit of a break from it here in the second period. Now 2 players are tied up away from the puck, and eventually emotions calm down. Lempa.
Yeah, referees are going to have to get control of things here. I didn't think it would rise to this level in the third with what's at stake, but it does seem to have gone that way.
And puck makes its way to O'Flaherty as he gets a nice tip in. That's a shot into the shoulders of Miskevich. Rebound, and it couldn't get off a shot in time. As Miskevich dives on it and accidentally takes out his own teammate.
Got to make the save.
But he is able to cover up for the whistle. 11:17 left to go in this third period. A 3-3 contest, and the tempers are really starting to heat up now, ladies and gentlemen. And the faceoff is eventually taken by the Dons. Coleman gets it up, and O'Kane looking for a hat trick, shooting, and it missed high.
That was a big-time wrist shot. Had a lot of steam on that one.
O'Kane tries to fight for it, and now Coleman has it. Coleman centering pass, nobody home. Grief centering pass again, couldn't get through. And that's fought out, and it cleared for Notre, and they needed that one.
O'Flaherty 1-on-3 here.
O'Flaherty 1-on-3 as he does a great job to get the puck in as deep as he can and get it and let everybody else get off the ice for a change. Here's O'Kane, 1-on-1. Kane tries to stick handle in, goes to the backhand, circles off. Wanted a centering pass and unfortunately couldn't get there. Here's Langbein. It's number 98. That is Michael Langbein. Number 19 is Jeremy Langbein. Excuse me, I've actually been mispronouncing that the entire game. I apologize. O'Kane, deeks in, shooting, and a big save! Eric, how about the dangle there by O'Kane?
That was big time by O'Kane. But a huge save for Notre there, keeping this game tied.
And we have the replay here, ladies and gentlemen, as O'Kane, fantastic little move to go forehand to backhand, back to the forehand, a very quick wrist shot. The goalie was up to the task. That's a shot, and that never got through for McCarron as that just deflected off someone's body out in front. And here comes Notre. They have 3-on-2 if they hurry. Passing, extra pass, and unable to get a shot off. So I believe that was Palantic who was unable to get the shot off. Palantic. Notre trying to keep some offensive zone time here, as then the puck is immediately taken by Notre Dame. And here comes McCarron. It gets as far as center, but no further. And in back comes Notre before they get stopped once more. Puck goes out as far as center before it is picked up by number 44. I believe that's Graham Paul. And 2 players go tumbling into the ice, and the puck eventually finds its way into the hands of Notre. Just about 9 minutes left to go. Still 3-3 the score. And another nice little move. Oh, and a backhanded centering pass, but nobody was there to take it.
Yeah, Buddington tried to get that over to Ackrey, but a good stick there by the Dons to break that up.
And that is no icing is the call, as the ruling is that number 29, Jeremy Langbein, apparently was able to deflect it just enough. And that puck is dumped back in to Nutreur's end of the ice before it's immediately sent back to Notre Dame's end of the ice. That's Schrantz. And that is another missed pass as it goes all the way back in to be picked up by number 44, Palacros. And here come the Dons. Puck gets as far as the blue line, but no further as that is chopped up, and another big hit. And that is Thomas Schrantz again with another big thump. More physical play being happening in the corner, and the puck is still up for grabs before it's eventually taken by, and that's a big shot out in front, deflected off a leg, blocked out in front by number 19, Frank Grief. Everyone's still battling for the puck. A couple players go tumbling to the ice, and a whistle is blown as number 38, Rorik Siko, lost his helmet, and that is an automatic dead ball, or dead puck, I guess.
Yes.
Yeah, puck. That's the better term for it.
That's what you're looking for.
$7:29 left to go in this third period, everybody. 3-3 the score. Kevin Berger joined alongside Eric Willowite. This is Notre Dame College Prep Hockey on the Notre Dame College Prep Hockey Network, powered by the Illinois Media School.
I thank our producer director, Tim Helms, keeping us live with the shots here and the replays.
Good job, Timmy. And Notre brings it back in the offense, and now it's eventually almost cleared out by Notre Dame, and now they do eventually get it out, and here comes Coleman. Coleman just throws it at the net, easily deflected out of harm's way to Zulo in the corner before it's picked up again by Notre, and that almost goes into the bench before it's taken by Grief and immediately fired back into the zone from whence it came. That's Michael Langbein as he throws it into the offensive end, and that goes all the way down for icing.
So draw now coming inside New Trier territory. They've been on a little push there, though, the Trevians have.
And
They have found their legs a little bit.
This could be a very big possession here, big face-off here, as possession could give Notre Dame another big-time scoring opportunity. Face-off is won by Zorn. McCarron, Langbein. Chased by Zulo. Picked up by Notre. McCarron keeps it in. And puck is dumped in by Notre as Miskevich has to come out to play it. That's a nice little move on the backhand. Nothing doing. Zulo clears it all the way down. That was number 15. And here we go back for New Trier. It's Teddy. That's Buddington who tried to carry it in. And here comes Zorn. Zorn on the right side, throws it ahead, and he was unable to get a good shot off as he was unable to handle the pass.
Yeah, a little problem there for New Trier. Both defenders went for the puck handler, and that left the Notre Dame player wide open.
Good job by Miskevich to take the whistle as Zorn has just now gotten up after he was taken for a ride into the boards himself after throwing in that centering pass as he took a shot.
Yeah, he did.
And he just got up a couple moments ago, but he is skating off to the bench under his own power.
That's a good sign for number 5 for Notre Dame.
That's the definition of taking a hit to make a play. And defensive zone draw here for Miskevich and friends. And the faceoff is eventually taken by New Trier, as I believe that might have been a pass well wide of any player in the area. And puck is sent back in. Still being fought for at the very edge of the blue line. Board's taken by O'Kane and Notre Dame, and a whistle is blown. And the arm has been raised. We are going to be getting a penalty of some kind, I think. Nope, might just be offsides. Yeah, it looks like it's just going to be offsides.
Oh, now, well, maybe, yeah.
Or was it maybe played with a high stick?
No, it had to be because the draw came outside the zone, so it had to be against Notre. So,
and under 5 minutes to go. Still 3-3 in the third period. Coleman gets it out. That's a shot well wide of the net. Another big hit there as Grief pinches in to keep it in. Zulo. Palkaris dumps it in as Grief goes to the bench. Puck is wrapped all the way. It takes a funny hop off the top of the boards. And comes to Langby. Michael Langby's shot easily kicked away into the opposite corner.
Yeah, I hit one of those stanchions between the glass.
Dylan O'Kane shooting. That's deflected off the bottom of the blocker, just wide right.
Also, I always wanted to say stanchion, so I was able to get it into a game, Kevin.
That's Luis Florida with it. As he sends it all the way down. It is deflected, so there's going to be no icing. Centering pass, nobody home for Notre. The Dons try to start on the counter attack. Inside of 3:30 left in the third.
You were waiting for that one.
I was. I'm sorry. I was. And Notre, in the meantime, has it in their own end as they start to work it out. Michael Langby for Notre Dame picks it up at center ice, where he throws it back across ice, and then it gets immediately thrown back. And a potential 2-on-1 here for Notre. Shot, pass, shooting, and a big save by Miskevich with the glove.
I think it might have rattled off his cage again, too, Kevin. Wow.
And Miskevich puts that one home in the glove for a whistle. And what more needs to be said about how Miskevich has played, especially in these last about 15, 20 minutes?
Yeah, we'll get a look at that replay there.
Does it look like it bounced off his shoulder and his head?
Yeah, great save by Miskevich. Big time.
2:50 left to go in this third period. And the puck does work its way all the way down into Nutre's end of the ice. Spanos has it for a moment. And puck gets its way out. And Notre on the attack. I believe that's Daniel Buddington again. Centering pass, shot, and it is! No, where is it? It's in front and he scores!
Wait, are they saying no goal?
I can't tell.
They're saying no goal.
I believe the ref might have lost sight of it.
Wow.
Wow.
And was it because his helmet came off? Let's see the replay. So is his helmet already knocked off?
Yeah, because look, before the puck was even in, the ref already had his arms up.
So that must have been the case. So good call.
And ladies and gentlemen, the play was ruled dead because Miskevich's mask did come off his head. Before the puck was even sent towards the net, the referee on the far side already had his arms up. 2:18 left to go in this third period. Still 3-3 remains the score after that calamity of events.
Boy, that was a nice pass by Buddington, though, from the corner.
Absolutely. And puck still being fought for. And O'Kane gets it out. Here comes Dylan O'Kane looking for number 3. Moving right to left. Throwing it towards the net. Wants Coleman. Coleman shoots right into the glove.
Wow.
Excuse me, that was number 71, Joseph Zulo. But either way, he was right there. What a Eric, how much strength must it have taken to fight off that check and still manage to get enough on that shot to get it towards the net?
Yeah, he spun around, he held his ground, put his weight into it, and then spun around, make the shot, and a great save, keeping this game tied, minute 45.
1:45 left to go in the third period, ladies and gentlemen. You better not be going anywhere, as this is going to be an action conclusion. That's a shot that was stopped out in front of the net. Shot into the glove, and the body is now words and fists are being exchanged out in front of the goalie, as some of the Notre players didn't like number 5, Andre Zorn's proximity to their goalie.
Yeah.
And this is going to be, looks like we have number 15, Jeremy Langbein, Zorn, Michael Langbein, along with number 91, McCarron, as the faceoff comes to Notre. Inside of a minute 30 left to go. And it's taken behind the net, picked up by Notre. Good, decent hit into the corner as the puck is being fought for. Taken by Zorn behind his own net. Inside of a minute 20 left to go. And puck really didn't go to anybody, as everyone was kind of caught staring at it.
Yeah. At this late stage, man, you
I
have to take control.
As McCarron and he dumps it in on the inboards as Zorn goes to fetch. Inside of a minute now. Zorn joined by Langbein in the corner. Michael Langbein, that is.
Oh, that was offsides.
And Notre Dame has to go to tag up. Inside of 45 seconds to go, as here comes Notre, and the attempt is stopped by Zorn. Zorn, he keeps it back in, and Notre Dame goes to for a full sail change. Puck is picked up by O'Kane. O'Kane keeps it in. O'Kane knifes his way in, kicks it to the left side to McCarron. McCarron can't get anywhere with it. Tries to dish it out, cannot. And here we go, 15 seconds to go. That was Jake Martin. Shot, blocked, save,
wow.
And the second save by Miskevich with the desperation stick.
That'll do it for the period.
Oh my goodness.
Wow. See if we got that replay for that one.
Please tell me we got that one.
Heck yeah.
That miss came right to another player. And Miskevich makes the fantastic desperation second save really quick, one after the other.
Wow.
with
That was
the
some dicey
stick.
moments there for the Dons.
Can you do the replay on that?
As an unbelievable end to the third period means, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? We all get free hockey. As now we get a fourth period, or as it's so eloquently put in today's modern game, overtime.
That's right. 3 periods weren't enough.
As Eric, I can honestly say, I think this game has gotten better and better at every second that we've been out here.
Yeah, it definitely has. There was some chippiness that struck up there in that third period. A little surprising, but, you know, again, with what's at stake, that's some of that's going to happen. But you don't want to get too carried away with that. Again, tie game. You don't want to be caught
and
be the reason why your team loses.
And every action is going to be crucial now. Even something is trying to clear the puck out. If you end up icing the puck, that could end up costing your team with an offensive zone faceoff.
Hey. Some friends here visiting in between the glass.
Always nice to have friends in the fan sections. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we are getting set for overtime. We get an extra 10 minutes of hockey here today.
And if we don't get anything done in those 10 minutes, we'll go some more.
I'll say, yeah, it's a sudden death. It's a continuous overtime for playoffs, as that is a pass or shot. Couldn't really tell which, but it was to no one in particular. So here comes Notre. And that is deflected easily with the stick by Miskevich. Left. Hackett. And that puck is wrapped all the way around, and good offensive zone time for Notre as that bad angle shot was deflected. I believe it was tipped by Miskevich wide and into the opposite corner before the puck does get cleared out, and it looks like offsides is going to be the call.
You know, and you talked about those bad angle shots. That was kind of the script for Notre earlier in this game. So why not take another chance that way?
Hey, they haven't been able to get a hold. They weren't able to get a whole lot of offense going in that third period, Eric. So you might as well take what you can get.
Right. Well, and then you're hoping for a deflection to get someone near the net to pick up the ricochet.
Especially with how much weird bounces and how many players we've seen fall and stumble and stuff throughout this game so far. And here comes Zorn. Zorn basically runs through his check. And the puck works its way to the opposite side before a bad angle shot was stopped out in front. And that's to Pagorni as he keeps it in. Zorn behind the net. He gets out muscled off the puck. And puck is going to go all the way back down. And
I thought he touched it, Kevin, but
and it seems like some other fans in the sections in front of us, Eric, agree with you. Evidently, the official does not. And we are going to be taking the trip back down to the Nutreer's end of the ice. And this could be a huge, huge opportunity for Notre Dame to put this game away.
He's got to watch 77s out there on the ice right now.
And the faceoff is won by Notre. Puck is not able to be kept in as Notre Dame does have to tag up. And puck is stopped by O'Kane. And a push in the back. Officials keep the whistle on. Coleman shooting into the body. And the whistle has been blown.
Tricky save as that puck was rolling up.
That was a big face-off win for Notre on their own end, Eric.
Yep.
And it looks like the officials are having a discussion, and it looks like there is going to be a penalty, late penalty on Dylan Coleman, as I did see vaguely at the end after he shot that puck, he more or less kind of just put an elbow to the back of one of the Notre players. And that is something you do not want to put your team in this position. That is very costly for Dylan Coleman.
Yeah, I mean, overtime situation. So now you're going to be shorthanded 2 minutes.
And it looks like Notre Dame is elected to use their timeout here to try to set up their defense.
Or Notre.
Or Notre.
Setting up their offense. So I think they might have been the ones who called it.
So now, Eric, if you're Notre, what are you putting? If you're coach on Notre, what are you throwing on the whiteboard? What's your emphasis going to be for these next 2 minutes?
Well, I think one of the things that I saw before was they like running some of that high-low, get the puck down low, and then have some players cut towards the net. So I think that's one thing they're going to do. The other thing I didn't see a whole lot of, though, was change sides a lot.
Yep.
So let's see if they get puck possession in the zone, if they're able to move the puck around and change sides up, move people up and down.
And, of course, try to get some traffic in front of the net.
Absolutely.
As the faceoff is taken by Notre Dame and thrown back into the offensive end for them. And that's how Notre is going to start this power play. And it does work its way into the Don's end of the ice as Notre tries to set up their offense. And it is saved just barely from being cleared. Weak side pass, and they wait. Shot by, I believe that was Martin. No. Excuse me, that was O'Rourke, excuse me. O'Rourke. Vicentra at the point.
There's the cut.
And just missed it. And stuff attempt, no. Notre taking their time. McCarthy at the top. Weak side pass, shot, and it was just wide of the net.
That was a nice shot there. Nice play to get it over to O'Rourke.
And there's the weak side. Eric, I think you're right. They want that weak side pass. McCarthy at the top. Oh, good stick there by Zorn.
Nice keep there by Kagerman.
Kagerman passes over to Jones. That's a shot, no, and still Notre Dame still can't get it out. Still 35 seconds to go on this power play, and they have some tired bodies out there for the Dons. Puck works its way, shot, nothing. And it's finally cleared out for Notre Dame. As that is big there, as they have 4 fresh penalty killers out with only 15 seconds left to go. Here comes Notre. O'Rourke waits, looks, passes, never got through, deflected off of skates. Puck out in front, no, and it's deflected down the ice. Big momentum swing there as Coleman steps out onto the ice. Both teams at full strength.
Oh, there's a hook there. Not called.
6 minutes left to go. And here come the Dons. Tries to knife his way in. That's number 71, Zulo. Langbein keeps it in. Zulo keeps. Coleman. They're unable to handle it. Puck works its way towards the front. Under 6 minutes left to go.
Well, you know Coleman would like to amend for him that penalty there.
Langbein keeps it in. Michael Langbein unable to handle it that time. But he immediately fires it back in and goes to the bench for a change. Pretty much wholesale change for the Dons on this one. Spanos. And that puck's dumped all the way back in on the inboards. Stopped, and Notre tries to come on the counterattack before that is initially stopped, and it goes all the way back down before it's played by Miskevich. And the puck is nearly given away, but that is Jeremy Langbein with it now. Jeremy Langbein to Zorn as he actually gave more of the brunt of the hit than took it. Paul. Shot easily kicked away by Miskevich. Around the net. Puck left out in front, and nobody home on the backhand. 4:30 left to go. Another shot well wide. Jeremy Langbein on the move. Goes in and takes his own dump in before he gets tied up, and the puck eventually comes back to Notre with some speed. 4 minutes to go. That shot was well high. Miskevich tried to glove it, could not. Zorn dumps it across ice and goes to the bench for a change. Under 4 minutes to go here in overtime, in the first overtime. Coleman stick handling in. Wants to get to Kite. He scores! Dylan O'Kane! Off the fantastic backhand from Coleman, and Notre Dame wins!
Wow.
3:37 left in overtime. Dylan Coleman to Devlin O'Kane, and not only is that the game winner, but that's his hat trick.
What a time to pick up the Hattie. Overtime game winner.
Wow!
OT.
And
GWG.
And the Dons will be moving on in the next round. And Eric, I just want to take a brief moment that this is, I think, one of the best traditions in sports. Hockey teams always lining up at the end of the game to shake hands.
Yeah, they do. I agree with that. Although if you watch NBA games and college games, basketball players shake hands at the end of the game too. So,
fair enough.
But it is a good tradition, even after your slobber knocker.
But going on, as Notre Dame will be moving on, as here is the replay once again, everybody. Dylan Coleman, great stick handle into the backhand, just throws it to the net. And how about Devlin O'Kane on that finish?
Yeah, and the other thing there is if you're Notre, you can't lose O'Kane in an overtime situation, but that's exactly what happened. And the Dons were able to get the game-winning goal and move on.
Exactly. And so, Eric, with that just around, what was the one thing that stood out to you most in this game, do you think? If you can just pick one.
I don't think I can, Kevin. I mean, the game had different chapters to it. Notre coming out, storming, running hard, having a 3-1 lead. Notre Dame fighting back to tie it up. And then at the end of that third period, making that big save.
Oh,
Miscavige able to make that big save to keep this thing tied up and then get it to overtime. And then Kane gets the hattie. Obviously, O'Kane out there getting the hat trick, that probably sticks out the most. But let's not forget about Miscavige and that big save.
Oh, absolutely. Miscavige, I think, would be my pick to be player of the game just because every time he gave up a goal, he responded.
Yep.
And he kept his team in the game, like you said. Also, let's not forget, you said a couple minutes ago, Dylan Coleman takes that could have been a costly penalty.
Right.
And towards the middle part of overtime, then he comes back with a fantastic stick handle to get it on that assist. Perfect pass to O'Kane.
And you know how many players he drew over to that side of the ice.
At least
there was
two
only
or three.
one defender tracking O'Kane, and Kane got past him. So
everybody, that was an outstanding end to, I would say, a very outstanding game here in the Mount Prospect Ice Arena. That is just about going to wrap it up here on Notre Dame College Prep Hockey Network, powered by the Illinois Media School. For Eric Willowhite, and our lovely, awesome producer, Tim, producer, director, audio overlord, etc. Tim, my name is Kevin Berger. We will see you guys next time on Notre Dame College Prep Hockey. Stay warm, stay safe, fan hard, fan smart. Good night. Under 4 minutes to go here in overtime, in the first overtime. Coleman stick handling in. Wants to get to Kane. He scores! Dylan O'Kane! Off the fantastic backhand. Under 4 minutes to go here in overtime, in the first overtime. Coleman stick handling in. Wants to get to Kane. He scores!